just like to take a moment. As you all know, Joseph Fluette, one of our board members, passed away. I would just like to take a moment for him. Okay, let's move on. So, approval of the August 11th meeting minutes. I'm all messed up here. So I was not at that August meeting and I did not listen to the tape record. So it's up to you guys. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the August 11th minutes.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Is Russell here somewhere?
Yes.
I'm here. Hello. Can you hear
Can you
me?
hear me, guys?
Yeah, can you see us?
hear you.
Arlen?
It goes in and out a little bit.
Can you hear me?
All right, let me just see if my volume, hello, Russell, I was just seeing if you were here.
I am here.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. All right. So public input, do we have any public here?
No.
No.
Okay, I can't, I'm afraid to even move my buttons. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose you. So I'm just talking. Okay, so new business. All right, so let's start with the resolution 2020-16 fiscal year and March 31st, 2020 certifications. So what are those?
So you have the certification of compliance for the
I have
federal,
it here.
and state lead laws. This is nothing new. We do this every year. Nothing changed. I haven't changed anything on the form. The second one is the top
Okay,
5. Again, nothing new. The only thing that's new is the data in the cells based off of payroll reports. And then the attached
Okay.
are the year end,
go ahead.
the information from Mr. Conlon.
And that's everything that's in this resolution 2020-16,
That is correct.
the fiscal year end. The pages are long.
Oh, it's terrible.
Okay, do I have a motion? Do I have a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2020-16 fiscal year end certification.
Okay. I honestly don't know why you're breaking up so much. It's craziness. Because I use this all the time for school and stuff, and it never breaks up. Maybe because it's Zoom and not Google. Do I have a second? Did somebody second it?
Second?
Okay. Any discussion?
I have a question. Are these pages numbered?
Which pages?
The really long, the long pages?
The long pages,
They go by item number?
well, the long pages are based on general ledger account numbers, and though these worksheets are directly from DHCD's website.
Okay.
He doesn't like to normally present them because it's horrible to read if you don't know what you're looking at.
Okay.
But
Because I was just wondering about let's see. It's in that whole, it's like, 144001 and then
Yep,
bunch of, I don't know how to say what page though.
if that would be page 1.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. This is directly for, actually, these pages are only for our capital improvement projects. If you look at the worksheet, the second column in from the right, it gives you the project number and what it was for. So this is the roof at Depot Court, the door opener, the rehab at Center Street, the fire alarm panels, the parking lot repairs, kitchen
So-
updates. So these long sheets first.
Okay, so how about, let's see, so there's unit monitor, the parking lot, that, the one that has parking lot.
Yep.
There's kind of like in the middle of the page, there's a whole lot of the 4590 with, so that's not a dollar amount, right? That's an account number?
Another page. 4590.
Yeah, it looks like that's under management account.
Okay. Because I saw something at wetlands
Yeah,
wetlands
some of
consultant, but that's not,
no, some of these are not relevant to this project. So if you're looking at that one, if you look at the top part under administration, go down 4 lines, it says accounting and audit under 141005. It's $450. So anything that's 0 doesn't correspond to us.
okay.
And then the last line is admin costs, $960. The management account are the accounts that we use. The numbers we use.
Okay.
The ones on the left side are the account numbers that DHCD uses.
Okay.
It's called a crosswalk. So after you get through all of those, the next sheet is the balance sheet. Which assets need to equal liabilities, and they do. Then the next sheet is the quarterly operating statement for the period ending 3/31. Again, these are from DHCD's website, so they don't look as pretty as Rich's do. Some of these look awful.
Again, Monique, so if I'm looking at that first quarterly operating statement page, right in the, so it's on the back side of that. So on line 62,
62. Yes.
so it's saying $217,040 of expenditures.
Excess revenue over. That's our revenue. That last line.
Oh, I'm sorry. Between 58 and 59, it says capital expenditures.
Correct.
And then that just came through. So it doesn't look, so the excess revenue would be negative 217 grand.
And I'm not sure that's an actual counting number. It may be a credit, which means that it's in our favor. I hate these people. 16. And Rich did not give me any notes on these, so I really don't know if there was something that popped out to him. Total expenses 144. Building assistant payments. Appreciation, other expenses, total expenses, net income. I guess we have a net deficit of 217. 217,040. And that is for public housing. This one is for 400-1. 111. Budget operating statement. The other programs in here.
So
165.
then,
I don't understand why there would be a deficit like that.
and then there's another, the next quarter ending.
Well, they're all the same quarter, it's just that
Oh.
some of them are for different programs. And 400-1 is program-wide, so that would be our elderly and our family put together. We don't have any 200 units. Those would be veteran units. But that also has a deficit of $11,000.
Right. So again, obviously, I recognize that I'm relatively new, but I mean, that just seemed like a big number.
Yes, and normally Rich is at our meeting, went to to answer any of the questions that you would have. I don't have the answer to your question. I would have to ask him via email. I didn't think to ask him to this meeting.
So do you want to table this so we can talk with him? Or what's your thoughts?
They're already, it doesn't really matter. It's already passed. It's up to you. If everybody wants to give me some questions that they have, I'll be glad to ask them.
I think well, for me, it'd be those same questions, like what,
Why is there a negative number there?
yeah, in both of those places, and they're not just little negatives.
Well, the 11, yeah, the 11,000 is nothing in the scheme of things, but
Yeah, but you put it all together.
yeah. And I don't have his reports from the year end. But I can't even look at those to compare.
All right, so why don't we just table it? There's just too many questions and we're gonna need him to answer them. So when will he be at a meeting? I'm just curious. When is he due at one of these Zoom meetings or whatever?
He's not. Because we're not meeting in person, I did not request, he didn't ask to be at any meeting. I'd have to ask him if he's available.
No, I'm just asking, is he, I didn't know if he was due soon, because doesn't he have to come in or is that not till the beginning of the year when he
No,
comes in?
that's at like January, February-ish.
Okay.
But let me see if he can join maybe next month's meeting. Or at least,
Either that, or if we could write some questions up and you can ask him and get an explanation,
Right.
that's all.
okay.
When do these have to be filed by?
Well, they should be filed as soon as possible, but if there's still questions, I'm not gonna file them. It's fine.
So are we tabling this? Again, you guys, some of you are going like in and out, in and out. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'll
I can
make a,
see Monique and I can hear her, and then she kind of pauses. Oh, there's Deb.
sorry, so I'll make a motion that we table resolution
Deb, I
20,
can't hear you. There you go.
okay?
Okay, so we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. What's that? Okay, so we're gonna table that one. So let me just put this down. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So the next one is Resolution 2020-17, 2021 Housing Choice Voucher Fair Market Rent Payments Standards. So these are the rates set forth, right?
Correct.
So it's just really
Thank you.
just more information to us?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'll make a motion to accept.
Yeah, we had. All right, we have a motion to accept. Do I have a second?
Just real quick on the second page of this, I'm just seeing that there's just a typo on the second box where it says effective October.
Oh, yes, I see it. Second box.
Oh,
I will fix that.
good eyes. Second?
Second.
All right, so I have a motion, a second. Any more discussion? All right, so with those columns being fixed, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries, and we had 2 columns to fix. I'm just making notes as we go. Fix. Okay, next one. Resolution 2020-18, pre-authorized payments policy amendment. So Monique, what is this about? Pre-authorized payment policy?
We call it the automatic rent policy. It's so that residents can have their rent automatically taken from their checking or savings accounts.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
the Social Security Administration decided in its infinite wisdom that beneficiaries would receive their checks every week of the month, depending on the date of your birthday. So for instance, my birthday is the 19th. I would get my check the 3rd week of the month. So in order for us to accommodate those residents, we needed to change the policy to reflect allowing them to have their rent removed 4 times a month.
Oh,
So we will be doing automatic rents every week of the month except for the 5th week.
to the 5th week, okay. All right, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
And do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any further discussion?
I just have a question, like what does that do to like the bookkeeping? I guess because it automatically takes it out.
Well,
you don't have anything extra to keep track of, right?
I have to set it up with the bank. It's not something that just like comes out. I have to set up it's kind of like it's a database. I set up their name, their, some pertinent information, their bank account, their routing number, and the amount. And I have to check that every month and make sure it's correct. And then I have to actually submit the batch to the bank.
So you do that on a monthly basis?
Yeah.
But you're saying now it's going to be taking money out every week.
But not for one person. So if you're.
Oh, okay. but every week there's
There'll
different
be-
people's money
correct.
coming in.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I misunderstood that too. It was like if the rent was $1,000, you were taking out $250 a week.
No,
Yeah.
if your check gets deposited the third week of the
Okay.
month, we'll take it out that following Friday from that day. It usually gets deposited on a Wednesday. I had to do research and make sure we have the Social Security calendar, when everybody gets their checks deposited, and then decide what's the best day.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Yep.
Okay. So all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, next one. Resolution 2020-19 Capital Improvement Plan FY 2024-2025.
Not much added to this. We added, if you look at the bottom of the worksheet, the last three rows, those are the only projects that we've added for 2024. Some of the balconies and the interior hallways, I don't know why they put that together. Adding bathroom exhaust fans, we're having some issues with mold in some of the bathrooms because they're not venting, if they're taking a 120-degree shower and the whole bathroom is full of ick.
Okay.
And then some bracing for the balconies at Depot Court. We're not adding too much of anything because of the cost of the generator and the fire alarm system upgrades. We'll still be biting the bullet on that for probably another couple of years, I think.
Okay.
So Monique, the bathroom exhaust fans in the balcony, we're not going to be doing that till 2024?
2025. 2024, yeah, 2024.
So
Wouldn't-
what does that do to the mold?
I know, what does that
Well,
do with the mold in the
It's not,
bracing of
it's
the
not
balcony?
like black mold like you would think. I mean, when we do our inspections, if we see it, we have to, they have to be told, they have to open their window. Right now, I think we've had maybe 3 cases where it was bad enough where we had to go in and clean and paint. But it's to prevent it in the future.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
Yep. Motion.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, presentation of annual plan. Is that this big, huge packet?
That is that big, huge packet. Killed about 10 trees.
Okay.
Most of the front part of this notice, if you have noticed, is the first page in multiple languages. This is posted on our webpage. The hearing will be conducted at your December regularly scheduled board meeting. More than likely, there will be no one that is going to say anything at the public meeting. In the last 10 years, any public meeting I've had to do, even for Section 8, nobody shows up. And this is going to be via Zoom, so more than likely no one. So the listing of the issues, the items in here are the CIP, which you just voted on. It is not a proposed maintenance and repair plan. It is our actual maintenance and repair plan. our current operating budget, any responses to the PMR, which there's nothing this year, all of our policies, and any waivers, which we have none, and I don't believe there are any other elements with the exception of the tenant satisfaction survey. I don't know if you remember, we got that a couple of years ago, I believe. And they haven't done one since then.
Okay.
There's nothing to vote on today. It was just information for you to peruse.
Thank you.
Just
I
out of
also-
curiosity, how many languages are you required to print that front page in?
Whatever they said.
Okay, I was just
Yeah, it's kind
really
of crazy.
curious.
If it were Boston, I would think that we would, need all of that, but otherwise, the only languages that we have locally are Russian, Spanish, but all of my Spanish-speaking people speak English and read English. My Russian couple, I usually do Bing Translator or Google Translator with them, but they do understand English. So that's that.
Okay, that's a big one. All right.
Yeah. I also sent you a link to I think it's a PowerPoint regarding the annual plan, if you were interested. It's very dry.
Thank you. Oh, I just found the Zoom meeting, the passcode. Ha! Okay. All right, so let's go on to, let's see, do the treasurer's report. So we have what, 2 months or one? 1 month?
2 months. 2 months of all of the financial stuff.
Oh, because I see, does it say August 31st, 2020 to September 30th, 2020?
No, they're separate reports.
August is just one, yeah.
They're all separated by
There
month.
is just one on our sheet, right? And then the accountant's report, we have July to August 31st. Are we missing something there too? Is it to September?
Oh, what the heck? Yep, you are. Oh, I only gave you one
Okay, I think,
for that one, just because it was kind of pointless to give you the prior month of that one.
okay,
Okay. Oh, no, they're
All
both
right.
there.
I have.
They're both there.
mm,
I have April 1st to July and then April 1st to August. If you don't have it, it's at the end of all of the in-house reports.
all right. So
Oh, yeah,
I
I
have
see
the
that too.
warrants.
Yep.
I have payroll. I have sundry. I have the housing warrant, payroll, sundry, and then, oh yeah, okay. 2 separate piles, I got them. So please feel free to look at them, see if you have any questions. There are 2 months worth. So let's see, the revolving fund register first.
Monique, I have a few questions on the payroll journal, and this could be my Alzheimer's here, but can bear with me. We have 3 maintenance guys, or?
We have 2 maintenance guys, but I hired one of the old part-timers back to help us catch up with the backlog of vacancies.
Okay. So is he like on an on-call when we get overwhelmed type thing?
If he wants to, I asked 2 different ones and one didn't want to, so whatever.
And do we have that money in the budget?
Don't know. It's either that or hire someone as a vendor. So,
Well, then he's probably cheaper than a vendor then, I
well,
would
I
think.
wouldn't have to say so. I just got an estimate to do painting at like $800 a unit or $900 a unit.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Well, again, if Bob doesn't want to do it, I have to figure out something else, so we'll see.
Okay. All right. And then on Shania's rate, $15. When did we give her that raise? I don't remember.
That's been her rate.
Since she started?
Yeah, that hasn't changed. Well, no, I lied.
Nope, raise. She did get a raise.
Yeah, but didn't we do it when they put the minimum wage rate up?
I just remember when we had the accountant and we talked about it, we did give her a raise. I don't remember why, but I know we did.
Yeah, I'd have to look back.
All right, so Heidi's $12.75, is that the minimum wage,
Yes,
the state minimum wage?
That is state minimum wage.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right, sorry,
So
thanks.
how many hours is Shania doing? How many is she supposed to do?
17.
Okay. And Heidi is supposed to do how many hours?
10.
Okay. So that gentleman, Robert, Recor, so that money, where's it coming out of the budget? Is it money that's budgeted for like outside work, or where does it come from? I'm just curious.
It will probably come from, by the end of the year, come out of, hang on one second. I just want to look up.
Because I'm just curious if it puts us in the negative, that's all.
House rental voucher, capitalized equipment, section 8. That's my statement. Labor. No, as of right now, we're okay. We're still within our budget.
Well, we wouldn't be able to
Okay.
put him in the same category if we hired a painter. I mean, do you know what I
If we
mean?
hired a painter, it would go under contract costs
But we
instead of
can't
instead
put
of
him under
labor.
there?
What's that?
Couldn't we put him under there because he's really,
I could hire him as a contractor if he agrees to it.
well, that would mean we'd have to like send him a 1099 if he made over so much.
Right, and he'd have to get insurance and
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah, he'd have to get liability insurance as a contractor. It's not as simple as just being a contractor.
Right.
But at this moment in time, we're within budget. And that's up and through July. August 31st. Let me look at August. Oh, that was on the back page over there. So even for the end of August, we're still within the budget. It's coming close. So we are almost caught up on the vacancies, so.
But so even though like they're just line items type thing that he's doing actual contracting stuff for us, but he's not a contractor, we can't put that line item under contracting? Or his
If for some reason we need, I have no issue, I don't doubt that it's a budget. So the line item for contract, if we don't use it all, can go into maintenance salaries.
Okay, okay. I mean, it's one or the other really, right?
Right,
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you.
you're welcome.
Monique, I have another question. How did we end up, or how did things work out as far as their contracts, maintenance contracts?
I haven't gotten any, there's no settlement yet. Because I
Really?
don't, yeah, they're not very proactive.
So are you still going back and forth is basically what you're doing?
I responded to the attorney and the attorney replied to them, I'm still waiting.
Okay. Okay,
I just had a question on the last page of the September warrant report. I don't remember seeing the lodge at Foxborough before. Is that a new
No.
location?
No, the lodge at Foxborough, I haven't had a participant there the entire time I've been working here.
yeah.
So weird how, like, you see something that,
Yeah,
I
it all
don't
of a
know.
sudden pops out at you.
Yeah, it's like, I don't ever remember seeing that before.
It sounds expensive.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Oh, I see new Franklin Park Apartments. Are those something new, Monique?
No, ma'am.
Those have been there too, huh?
Yes.
They say new, so I didn't know.
No, I don't know that there's too many new ones on there.
So KP Law PC, what's that? Or whom is that?
That's the attorney for the
Maintenance?
maintenance contract.
Okay.
Monique, on the August sundry expenses, 632 for postage. Well, was that like, how long?
10
will that-
roll, 10 rolls.
Oh,
Depends
okay.
on how many, it depends on how many vacancies we have, actually.
Oh, that's when you have to start sending, okay, all right.
When we have to start sending out the vacancy package, it's 4 stamps per envelope.
Oh, my gosh.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I usually pull about 50 people at one shot.
Holy smokes, okay.
I feel the same way.
Walt's Clothing, is that maintenance, their uniforms?
Yes.
Okay. All right, zipping right through these. Anybody have any questions? Before we get to the accountant's report, anybody have any questions?
Nope.
We can zip right to the accountant's report too. And if anybody comes up with any other questions, just please say something. Because I can't see all your lovely faces.
Sure.
Anybody have any questions on the accountants?
I do not.
Is everybody all set?
Yes.
They all set? I can't see nobody. All right. Oh, there she is. Okay. So check that off. All right. So next it is the executive director's report. We have tenant accounts receivable and then employee time reports. Okay.
We're still doing our weekly Bellingham Emergency Management Team meetings. Unfortunately, we've had an additional 6 cases as of Tuesday in the town. Seems like it was a family that went to a function out of state and someone at that party had it. No additional deaths. So our death rate is still 12. We're down to monthly meetings for DHCD and HUD. I did attend some training for, it's called VAWA, which is Violence Against Women. Not only is it for the federal program, we are required to utilize the regulations for the stateside programs. We had our follow-up inspections for the fire alarm panels and the kitchen cabinets. I also submitted our annual data collection, which is basically income limits and ethnicity, demographic information for our tenants and applicants. As of the end of October, actually that's supposed to say September. I'm getting ahead of myself. We have 2 vacancies
That's
at
okay.
Rentham Manor, one for Mr. Flouette's unit, and the second moved out to a nursing home. And then there will be a transfer to that as a first floor unit, so we'll have another vacancy at Rentham Manor after that. We have an anticipated vacancy at Center Street. Shania is moving out. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but she is getting married. And her fiance and her extended family, new extended family, are moving to Rhode Island.
So is she still working for you or no?
As of the moment, she's still employed by us. She has notified me that she may be leaving us as well. We'll see.
Okay.
Nothing else is happening. I did open the community rooms with limited access, mainly for the purpose of letting the people that are doing their laundry sit in the laundry room. Everything is marked on the floor. They have to be 6 feet apart, and everything has to be sanitized if they touch anything. The ladies at Depot Court have been using the community room to play bingo, but they can't use the kitchen or the bathroom, unfortunately.
So is the hairdresser coming in right now or no?
No, and we're probably not going to allow a hairdresser in, only because it's too many hands in the pot for that. On top of the fact that the hairdresser
Okay.
that was coming did not have insurance, and she did not tell me that till COVID hit.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
the tenant accounts receivable seems to be coming down slowly. I did have, I don't know what people think, that they can just not pay their rent, I guess. A few phone calls last month to say, I didn't budget enough for my rent this month, so I'll have to get you next month. And what are you gonna do? Where the moratorium for evictions ends. We do have 2 cases at court right now. One is for the eviction that was supposed to happen in March, and the other is for criminal behavior from a resident who has been nothing but a problem since she moved in. She's pulled the fire alarm, she's harassing the tenant upstairs, harassing the neighbors across the hall. Just a lot of mental health problems.
Okay.
The other report is for the time off report, the employee time. And then I have copies of some past resolutions for your information.
Is it, that must have been that, oh yeah, the copies here that say copy on them,
Yes, I make sure
That must
that
be
I
it.
always say copy, so you know
Okay.
that.
resolution, okay,
Excuse me.
all right. All right, anything else, guys?
I just have
Any
one
other
more thing.
questions or anything? Okay, I'm sorry.
It's
Oh,
okay. Who's saying
You
something?
kid, honestly, you're freezing. It's like you're just sitting there freezing, and I can't tell if you're finished or not, Monique. I'm so sorry.
It's
It must
okay.
be
I
my
just, something
end.
came to my mind. My son is getting married on Halloween. We're having just the ceremony and dinner. It's
Is that
only,
congratulations? Are you
yes.
happy?
I'm, well, not happy because we can't have the full wedding,
Okay.
but happy enough.
happy with the marriage.
Yes, we're happy with the marriage.
Good.
We'll take that.
There can
Okay.
only be 25 people
Congratulations.
thanks, at the facility, so it's the wedding party, the grandparents, my future son-in-law, because my daughter got engaged, and
Oh, nice.
yeah, kind of crazy, but nice.
You're
And
gonna be empty nesters pretty soon.
thank you, Jesus. But
That's
anyway,
interesting,
I'm
a
gonna be
Halloween
taking,
wedding.
yeah, I'm gonna be taking a little bit of time because of the rehearsal, and we're supposed to go get our nails done, all the females, I guess. I don't know. This
Nice.
is my first time to be a parent in a wedding, so
Have fun.
thanks. Okay, Sandy, your turn.
So I don't know, I might be reading this all wrong, but on the employee time for Ed, was he, is that saying like in August and into September, he was out sick a lot? Is that what that's showing?
Yeah. Yep.
And he was sick? They weren't vacation?
He's having a problem. Well, they thought he had gout. Really not supposed to discuss stuff like that, but they thought he had gout, but it's actually not. So he's been having some issues with his knee.
So has that made it hard for for everything to
Well, and that's one of the
get
reasons
completed?
why, that's one of the reasons why Bob is there also.
Okay.
Monique, if you look at Ed's time, I think that, I don't know, like you, for August, it's like, it goes August 14th and then 17th and then the 21st and the 17th.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's like it
Yeah.
repeats itself.
I don't know if it's duplicated.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's not as many days as it is.
Oh, might just be the wrong date, but I'll double check that.
Okay. And also on 8/26, it's, well, one says 8 hours and one says 2.42.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see that.
Mm.
8:17, 8:21, 8:17, 8:21. Okay.
Okay, any other questions?
Hmm. So has he been able to be in so far in October? So that's what
Yeah.
that's showing. He's been okay now.
He took some time last week, and I think he's taking some time this week for another appointment.
Hmm.
And
I
then
guess
last,
there's nothing, because I don't know. I'm just looking. I mean, obviously, if there's stuff going on, but it looks like he's just hasn't been around. That's a lot for the other guy for Jacob to just, he's like doing everything.
yeah,
Hmm. Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, any other business that may legally come before the board? Okay, so our next meeting is scheduled for November 10th, 2020. It says location to be determined. Will we be back in the room, or are we still virtual, Monique?
as far as I know, between Mass and Rhode Island, there's no stage 3, part 2 yet.
Nothing, okay, so it might be virtual. Okay.
Right.
All right, so do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Any discussions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Nobody opposes, so meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
All right, guys, have a great Halloween. Monique, enjoy your wedding. That's gonna be fun.
It's nice you get to do something though. I know
Yes.
it's not what